Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Wednesday, the 11th of May. Hot, hazy, a little muggy out today, just like June, but some changes are coming up by Friday and the weekend. We'll check the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Birmingham. It's a hazy sky, a few fair weather cumulus clouds dotting the sky. Pretty much the same deal up in Ewan. That's up in Marion County in northwest Alabama, and way down south on the Alabama Gulf Coast. The Redneck Riviera, if you will. It's a bright, sunny day, nice crowd down there, and soon school's going to be out and the crowds will be swelling. And the weather down there looks great for at least a couple of more days. But on the big board, got this big upper low that's over the west, and that's beginning to lift out. And in advance of that, convection is firing across a pretty good chunk of the nation's heartland. But around here, a strong upper ridge, keeping us high and dry. Temperatures ranging from 86 in Cullman to 91 at Montgomery. Those are at 2 o'clock, and we'll see one more day with numbers kind of like this, and then Friday the weather cools down with clouds and showers. And again, with a high-amplitude pattern, you might expect a big thermal contrast, and by golly, we've got one. Back in the cold pool back there, readings only in the 30s around Denver, Colorado, but you cross that front, we've got 80s and a few 90s around here. But the cool air is slowly working its way down this way, and it will be cooler by the time the weekend gets here. And you bet a whole bunch of watches are up in advance of the trough from Texas to the upper Midwest. There's a look at the southernmost watch. That's a severe thunderstorm watch for North Texas until 6 o'clock this evening. Pretty nasty-looking Bo Echo coming through Dallas-Fort Worth. Check that out. Severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for that big area, including Dallas County, Collin County. And again, our friend Kevin Selly, who works at TXCN in Dallas, just sent that image in. That's a look at the sky in the Metroplex with a big cluster of severe storms bearing down on them. We'll check the convective outlooks. This is for the rest of this afternoon and tonight. Got the standard risk all the way from the Rio Grande to near Green Bay and Detroit. And within that, the higher probabilities are centered between Tulsa and Kansas City. And we note that the SPC has dropped the moderate risk. You know, they had that going for a while, but now it's the standard slight risk and also a slight risk off to the east of Alabama. Tomorrow, slight risk of severe weather. Eastern Texas up through Arkansas, Missouri, and Iowa. And the enhanced probabilities are really all the way from South Texas to around Columbia, Missouri. And we'll keep an eye on that. And then day 3, which is Friday, the guys at SPC have defined a slight risk for much of Mississippi, Louisiana, western Tennessee, and extreme northwest Alabama. And again, I don't think severe weather is going to be a big issue on Friday. A lot of nervous folks in our state will be watching that. And there might be a strong storm or two, but the main threat would be from hail more than likely. There's the QPF chart. Expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning at 7 o'clock, and this is suggesting amounts varying from 1.25 inches up in the Tennessee Valley down to just a very small amount near Mobile. We'll check the modeling. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and the trough in the west is lifting out. The ridge is breaking down, but still, more than likely, we will stay dry for the most part. We'll call it partly sunny in the high. Again, very warm. Upper 80s are likely. Both the GFS and the NAM are showing 88 tomorrow. Friday, the trough is slowly progressive, and it's beginning to influence Alabama. Down below that, a surface low near St. Louis with a trailing front, and certainly will bring in the chance of showers and storms, mainly Friday afternoon into Friday evening. We'll check the severe weather parameters. That's CAPE, the surface-based convective available potential energy, and numbers kind of moderate for May. They're running over 1,000 joules, but nothing really that screams out there. And look at the helicity. This is the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity Friday. Basically, there is none. So don't be worrying about tornadoes on Friday. If we do see any strong storms, the main issue would be hail because of cold air aloft. And then Saturday, again, it's kind of this dual structure with the upper low. You got a piece over Alabama, piece back over the high plains. Down below that, still kind of cloudy and cool and showery. This run is not quite as wet as the run we saw last night, but still, no doubt, there's going to be some rain around on Saturday. So you'll have to dodge the raindrops if you'll be outside. Highs drop back in the 70s. And Sunday, the first part of the upper feature moves on to the east. The second one is coming at us, but down below that, if this is right, Sunday could be relatively dry with a high in the middle 70s. And we'll kind of skew that way in the forecast and mention only an outside risk of a shower. But Monday, the next piece blows right through here like a bowling ball. And that means cloudy-ish chance of showers. And again, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw some small hail, even with no thunder and lightning, because of the very cold air aloft there. And then Tuesday, that system is gone. We dry out nicely and start to warm up. There's Wednesday of next week. Should be a beautiful day. Upper 70s for the high. We'll dig a little deeper. How about May 22nd? Look at that, another upper low nearby, kind of like the deal we'll see over the weekend and early next week. And same thing, maybe a shower or two with that, but not a severe weather look. And on May 27th, the end of the forecast, almost getting to meteorological summer. And sure enough, the westerly is pretty far north, the light northwest flow aloft, and if that's right, the weather would be very tranquil and benign. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Never witnessed anything like this, and I hope we never do again.
People are coming in to help them. That's what Alabama's all about. It's almost as if a bomb went off.
My baby's alive. My husband's alive. We made it.
I'm demolished. I don't have nothing. Just chaos, really.
It's just a nightmare that I know that I cannot wake up from.
God can do with it as He will.